Yes, absolutely. Take a seat right there. Well, let me be the first to welcome you to Camp Meridian. That's right. We've been operating for, well, there's some debate, really the last 20 years, but in actuality, more like 50 years. However, a few brief incidents long ago led the camp to be temporarily shut down, but then it reopened and was bright, shiny, and new again. But anyway, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in and interview to be a camp counselor at Camp Meridian. How exciting, especially because we've been having a little trouble as of late finding willing people to be a camp counselor here, and I have no idea why that would be. This is truly a wonderful camp, so I can't imagine anything that would prevent someone from wanting to work here. So we're very glad that you have come today. Might as well just offer you the job without asking you all these questions, but we'll stick to the books here. We'll do all the formalities as we should. Anyway, I just have, a bunch of questions. This is an interview after all. But, it shouldn't be anything too difficult. So just sit back, relax. No pressure here. Like I said, you've pretty much already got the job, but I'm still going to ask these questions, okay? Perfect. Now, right off the bat, tell me, why do you want to be a camp counselor? Take a couple notes, don't mind me. Okay. And then, is this something you've done before, or just sort of a dream career that you've always wanted to do? Okay. And then, if hired, what activities or skills can you lead at Camp Meridian here? Interesting. Oh, and you brought in, I see you left it over here, some of your work. Hang on, let me put my clipboard down. You made this. This is a carved wooden snail. Wow. No, I am very impressed. Wow, you have quite the artistic capabilities. So, is this something you'd be able to teach our campers here at Camp Meridian, how to carve things out of wood? And looks like you even painted it. Very nice. Well, absolutely. Because I will say, arts and crafts are a big thing here at Camp Meridian. Absolutely. That's great. Let me just jot down a couple notes. Next, how do you stay calm and focused in stressful situations? Because as fun as working at a camp can be, things do come up that are stressful. So how do you manage those types of situations? that answer. Next, do you believe in teamwork, especially in unfamiliar or disorienting environments? You never know what's going to happen here. You never know. But yes, teamwork. What do you think about that? Because of course you'll be working with other counselors and with the campers too. We're all a team here at Camp Meridian, so. Next, if a camper told you that they saw something strange in the woods, how would you respond? I like that answer. Yes, you know, the woods can be a very disorienting place. Lots of creatures, sounds, all sorts of things can happen. And, well, we don't want to worry our campers now, whether if what they're seeing is real or not. We want to make sure that they're happy and feel safe. Safety is very important here at Camp Meridian. Yeah. Great. How do you feel about working under full moons? Kind of a fun one. Well, despite what should be the phase of the moon, for some reason here at Camp Meridian, the moon is always full. I've yet to reach out to someone and ask why that might be, but we just kind of roll with it here, you know. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Next, how would you make sure that all campers feel included and valued? Because that is important, you know. They're coming here to have fun. Some of them are extroverts, some of them are introverts, and, well, you know, we don't want any kids feeling left out. We want everyone to feel like they're part of something bigger here, bigger than themselves. So, what would you do to maybe help someone who's a little more shy or sitting off by themselves? How would you make them feel included in everything? Okay. Next, how would you handle a bad entity? How would you handle bad weather disrupting a planned activity? Because that's going to happen. The weather's unpredictable. So are other things. Okay. That's right. We can always do things inside too. We have quite the indoor activity center here at Camp Meridian. Quite proud of it, actually. Next, are you certified in CPR or first aid? Because if not, we can help you get those credentials if necessary. Okay. Next, are you comfortable living in a communal outdoor setting for several weeks? Because obviously this is a camp, right? A summer camp, and well, you know, it's not the Ritz-Carlton or anything. But are you okay sleeping in a cabin? Sometimes we like to take the campers out on kind of little excursions and sleep under the stars. Okay. Next, can you sleep through loud noises? Well, here at Camp Meridian, sometimes things go bump in the night, and it's probably just bears or other animals, not something stalking the camp, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike, like that time back in '85. Yeah, can you sleep through loud noises at night? Perfect, because that's going to happen a lot. Great. Next, what would you do if you noticed another staff member not following camp policies? A big no-no. Okay. Yes, there are several ways to handle that situation, and we want to be delicate, right? We're a team here. We try to be anyway, but sometimes people, either purposely or if there's possession, might do things that they wouldn't normally do, and they might break the rules. So, how would you handle that? Okay. Okay. That's fine. Next, would you be willing to sign a liability waiver regarding disappearances? Oh, that's a very standard thing at summer camps. And actually there's quite a few waivers that we would need you to sign here at Camp Meridian. Just formalities, things. Are you comfortable with that? Oh, disappearances. There really haven't been too many in the last couple years, so that's great. But Camp Meridian has kind of a long history of people going missing. And, well, just to protect ourselves, we created some waivers that we require all camp counselors and campers to sign, so that if anything were to happen, if anyone were to go missing, we would be protected. Lovely. Glad to hear it. That was probably the most important question, to be honest. Really, we just need live bodies here. Oh, don't mind me. Are you sensitive to the cold? Cold spots, flickering lights, feeling as though all joy and happiness is suddenly gone from the world? Are you sensitive to the cold and lights? Because, well, this camp's old, and, well, electricity sometimes likes to come and go, and I don't know, we've tried to fix that, but really, we don't really know what's causing it. The lights just flicker sometimes, and that's kind of become normal around here, along with those cold spots. Perfectly normal. But that's fine. Okay. Now, obviously, you're new to this camp. I'm not sure how much you know of our history, but have you read any of the staff logs from previous years, accounts of things that have gone on and such? No? Okay, good. Good. Oh, no, you don't need to. Because, every year's a new year, right? Why look at the past? It is much better to focus on the future. Especially because, well, we can't do anything about the past now, and tomorrow is not promised. So, we try to live in the present here and hope for the best. But good, I'm glad you haven't looked at those. Next, have you ever woken up somewhere different than where you fell asleep? Well, I will share that there have been a few incidents where counselors suddenly were, well, when they woke up in the middle of the night, they were somehow in the middle of the woods, and they couldn't explain how or why they got there, a little odd, but, it happens, right? No. Buckle in, because it's probably gonna happen. Oh, sorry. Again, don't mind me. Okay. How would you ensure the safety of campers during outdoor activities? Because again, safety is very important here. Make sure that the same number of campers who arrive at the start of camp also leave. And hopefully unscathed as well. Okay. Again, good answer. It's a skill question. Can you tell the difference between a camper's voice and something mimicking a camper? These woods are old. There's a lot of things out there. And some things have gotten very good at, sounding like they're campers or counselors or even just human. And they're not human. But how good are you at differentiating between a fake person and a real person? Because that could mean, well, life or death for you in some situations. If I'm being honest. Well, you will be tested. Are you familiar with the proper way to respond to sleepwalking, especially if the person's eyes are open? That's right. You shouldn't disturb someone who's sleepwalking. Never ends well. But you want to make sure they're safe, of course. But then there's different protocols when their eyes are, well, missing too. But that's a conversation for another time. Just a few more questions here. You're doing great. Do you know how to recognize signs of possession? Emotional distress. If someone else, maybe a camper, even a fellow camp counselor, is acting completely, not like themselves, erratic, might talk in tongues or different kind of speech, might suddenly be able to do things that they couldn't do, have certain strength that they didn't have before, things like that. Do you know how to recognize signs of emotional distress? Next, are you good at pretending that everything is okay, even when it very clearly isn't? Well, that's okay. Do you feel safe when you're alone? Well, that might change when you start working here. So, fair warning. Well, those are all my questions for you. Do you have any questions for me? I've been running this camp for many years, and before that, it was my aunt who ran it, and before that, well, let's just say this camp has been in my family a long time, and well, it's really great. It's a wonderful camp. I'm sure you can have so much fun here. I know I do every year, regardless of things. But yes, any questions for me? Perfect. Well, you, my friend, got the job. I hope that you will enjoy your time working here. Of course, camp doesn't start for another couple weeks, and we expect all our camp counselors to arrive the week prior, just to set things up. Make sure nothing is not where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I hope that you will enjoy working here, and that well, you'll be maybe changed by the end of it all. Hopefully, of course, you'll still be here when it's over, but yeah, don't mind me. This is a wonderful camp. Our campers always have so much fun, and I think you will too. Absolutely. Well, welcome to the Camp Meridian team, and I will see you for camp in a couple of weeks, my friend. Excellent. Well, get excited and prepare. Prepare yourself. And good luck. You'll need it.